All right, you guys, if you all have this Lippert connector on your trailer when you bought it, like I did my Grey Wolf 18 toy hauler here, it's the 18 RRBL. Sorry, I didn't finish the whole title. So if you have that automatically installed to kind of promote you to buy the Lippert ladder, which is an obnoxious amount of money, like I think it's either $250 or $300, something crazy for a ladder, I think I have a solution for you right here. So before I try this for the first time, I feel very confident that I got this right. So I bought this. You can get a ladder at Harbor Freight or any other place, Lowe's I think, like 160-ish bucks. Actually, on Facebook around where I'm from, you can get these for 80 bucks, 100 bucks. This is a 12.5 footer. I got it off of Facebook. I think I got the guy down to 60 or 80 bucks. I have to go back and look. But dirt cheap, collapses perfectly fine, perfectly good shape. Looks like it was barely used, so I lucked out on that. But I didn't have the connector to get connected to that up there. When I put it on, it would sway back and forth a little bit and slide. So I was like, you know, I think I can find some brackets or build some brackets that fit directly into that. Well, after looking at this, I realized that my second step goes just above that little Lippert connector perfectly. And this is 12.5 feet, goes above it perfectly. So after looking at it and kind of thinking about it for a bit, I went to Lowe's, found, well, I'll put it up on screen now. I found all of the materials that you see here. Pause if you need to write them down. Anyways, I found all of these things and they work perfectly, right? So I measured it out. I measured the opening on the Lippert piece there. Figured it's exactly 6 inches is the gap that I have to play with. So my brackets here couldn't go any closer than 6 inches together to fit perfectly on there. I then put the brackets up against my marker marks, circled where the holes need to be. I drilled through. I can't remember what the size of drill bit I used. I'll put that on screen right now. I used that size drill bit and drilled straight through. The only thing I encountered was on the last bolt right here, on the closer to where this mechanism is. I did encounter a spring, but I didn't encounter it on this side for some reason. Maybe I went right in between it. But I encountered a spring over here. It wasn't a big deal. I continued to drill all the way through. Had a little bit of an issue. Had to go around the spring to get my bolt through there. But I was able to finagle it through. And the mechanism still works perfectly fine, even though the bolt is going through there. I think it's just the last section of the spring. It has no effect on the functionality of the ladder, so it was great. So I drilled the holes, and on this side it's completely smooth, as you see. I think I'll put up a close-up picture of that too. It's completely smooth. I'm never going to rip or catch on that or anything like that. And on this side I did put 2 spacers between the ladder and this metal bracket, and then I put 2 washers as a spacer, 2 washers as spacers, and then the bracket, and then another washer, and then the lock nut. And it's absolutely perfect. There's no bolts sticking out. It is the perfect size. The lock nuts are actually locked on, so it's not going anywhere at all. It's absolutely perfect, as if it were designed to do this sort of thing. So now, without further ado, I'm going to test it out for the first time, and I really hope it works, so this is going to be a very embarrassing video. Alright, let's transition over to putting it up. Hopefully I got my measurements right. Alright, moment of truth. All right, look at that, like a glove. There it is, clipped on. That actually turning them long ways rather than widthwise was a good idea. I wasn't sure because widthwise it'll fit perfectly in there, the full 2.5-inch gap, but I was a little worried about that. Plus I would have ran into the spring components that are built into here as well. So awesome. Let's climb up. Feels super secure, no wobble back and forth at all. Really liking that. Also, I'm trying to pull it off and it's stuck. Like, it's stuck on there. So clips in super easy and it's stuck. Like, I am legitimately trying to pull the ladder off and going side to side, and I have got it just right. See if I can't angle in on here for you guys. I've got it just right to where I am got very minimal distance here pinching it in. Plus I had to put my bolts where they are. In fact, this bolt ran into a little spring action, but it has not affected the collapsibility of this. So as long as you keep your fingers inside of these or on the outside of these, then these brackets won't hit you. Boom, slide right in over. Those spacers provide the right amount of space. All right. So far, this is absolutely fantastic. All right. Hopefully this helped you guys design your stuff. There's a wasp after me. All right. Hey, it's really hot outside, so like, subscribe if you're into this sort of thing. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on all the cool customizations I've put on my trailer so far. I'm new to this game, so I'm excited, anxious to do a lot of cool new things, like efficiency. So if you're into that sort of thing, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.